The impending obsolescence of the Internet, a new era dominated by AI agents. Introduction. The assertion that most of the Internet will be completely obsolete very soon has sparked extensive discussion in technological and digital spaces. This notion is rooted in the rapid advancement of artificial intelligence (AI) and its potential to reshape our interactions with the digital world. As AI agents become more prevalent, the traditional Internet, comprising websites, social media platforms, and search engines, may soon be replaced by a more streamlined and efficient means of accessing information and services. This report explores the implications of this transformation, examining how it affects user experience, power dynamics, and business strategies. The current state of the Internet. The Internet as we know it today serves as a vast network of information where users navigate through websites, engage with social media, and conduct searches for content. Each of these activities requires direct user involvement, where individuals actively seek out information and interact with digital platforms. However, this model is increasingly viewed as cumbersome and outdated. Users often express frustration with the overwhelming amount of information available, the inefficiency of search engines, and the need to sift through irrelevant content. The rise of AI agents. As technology continues to evolve, AI agents are emerging as powerful tools that could fundamentally change how we interact with information. These agents are designed to understand user preferences, process vast amounts of data, and deliver tailored responses without requiring direct input from the user. Instead of browsing websites or engaging with platforms, users may soon rely on AI agents to fetch, synthesize, and present information in a digestible format. 1. Abstraction and obsolescence. The concept of the Internet as an abstraction is gaining traction. Many users perceive the current web as a necessary but ultimately inefficient intermediary. With the rise of AI, this abstraction could become obsolete. The Internet might be reduced to a collection of APIs and data repositories functioning primarily as raw material for AI agents. These agents would take over the role of mediators, facilitating interactions and transactions that once required users to navigate complex digital landscapes. 2. Transformation of user experience. The shift towards AI agents also signifies a transformation in user experience. Traditional platforms such as search engines and social media could become less relevant as users rely on agents to curate personalized outputs. Instead of visiting websites or searching for content, users would interact with their agents, which would autonomously deliver information tailored to individual needs and preferences. This could lead to a scenario where the Internet feels more like an invisible infrastructure, akin to electricity, rather than a series of distinct websites and platforms. The consolidation of power. As AI agents become central to our online interactions, concerns about the concentration of power become increasingly relevant. These agents might emerge as gatekeepers of information, determining what users see and how they access services. The algorithms that govern these agents could perpetuate biases, leading to a homogenized experience where diverse perspectives are overlooked. This shift from the decentralized chaos of the current Internet to a more controlled environment raises significant ethical questions about information access and representation. Implications for businesses. The rise of AI agents necessitates a re-evaluation of business strategies. Companies must consider how their products and services will be perceived in a world where customers primarily interact through these agents. This could involve redesigning offerings to ensure compatibility with AI-driven interactions, focusing on API integration and enhancing the data visibility of their services to agents. Businesses that fail to adapt may find themselves marginalized in this new digital landscape. 1. Rethinking products and services. Businesses must ask themselves how their value propositions will translate when filtered through AI agents. For instance, how do companies ensure that their services are effectively presented to users who may not engage directly with traditional marketing channels? This question encourages a proactive approach to design thinking, pushing businesses to innovate and create experiences that resonate with AI-mediated interactions. 2. The need for transparency and accountability. As AI agents assume more significant roles in mediating user experiences, there is an urgent need for transparency and accountability. Users must be informed about how their data is used and how AI agents make decisions. Companies that prioritize ethical AI practices and foster trust with their customers will likely establish a competitive advantage in this evolving landscape. Future implications. The potential obsolescence of the traditional internet presents both opportunities and challenges. On one hand, the efficiency and personalization offered by AI agents could revolutionize how we access information and interact with services. On the other hand, the consolidation of power within these agents raises concerns about bias control and the overall user experience. As society navigates this impending shift, it is crucial to address these risks proactively. 1. Navigating the transition. Experts predict a rapid transition toward AI-driven interactions, with traditional internet functions becoming increasingly obsolete. This shift could occur within a few short years, fundamentally altering how we perceive and engage with the digital world. As this change unfolds, it is essential for users, businesses, and policymakers to stay informed and adapt accordingly. 2. The role of regulation. Regulatory frameworks may need to evolve alongside these technological advancements. Policymakers must consider how to address issues of bias, data privacy, and accountability in AI systems. Establishing guidelines for the ethical use of AI agents will be critical in ensuring that the benefits of this technology are realized while mitigating potential harms. Conclusion. The discourse surrounding the obsolescence of the Internet highlights a significant transformation driven by the rise of AI agents. While the potential for improved efficiency and personalization is promising, it is essential to address the accompanying risks of power concentration and bias. As we move toward an era where AI agents become the primary mediators of information and services, it is crucial for all stakeholders to engage in thoughtful discussions about the ethical implications of this shift. By doing so, we can navigate the future of the digital landscape in a way that promotes inclusivity, transparency, and accountability. The assertion that most of the internet will be completely obsolete very soon is indeed provocative and carries implications that challenge our current understanding of online engagement and information retrieval. The notion hinges on the anticipated rise of AI agents, which could transform the internet from a user-centric platform to a back-end service where users interact primarily through intelligent intermediaries. Counterintuitive information. 1. Redefining the Internet experience. The idea that the Internet could become invisible infrastructure is counterintuitive because it suggests a shift from an interactive user-driven environment to one where users are passive consumers of information. This contradicts the foundational principle of the Internet as a space for exploration, engagement, and user agency. 2. Diminished role of traditional platforms. The rapid potential obsolescence of search engines and social media platforms contradicts the belief that these entities are essential to our internet experience. The evolution toward AI agents implies that the platforms we currently rely on may not just evolve but could become entirely irrelevant, an idea that challenges the conventional wisdom of digital engagement that emphasizes user interaction with platforms. 3. Consolidation of power in AI agents. While many view the Internet as a decentralized space fostering diverse voices and perspectives, the rise of AI agents may lead to a concentration of power that contradicts the democratic ideals of the web. The concern that AI agents could become gatekeepers of information highlights a paradox where the promise of technology to democratize access may instead result in a more controlled environment. For what bias and control dynamics, the transition to AI-driven interactions may amplify biases that exist in algorithmic decision-making. This is counterintuitive to the expectation that technology will inherently lead to fairer, more objective systems. Instead, the reliance on AI agents could lead to a new form of information curation that is less transparent and potentially more biased than current systems, thus complicating the narrative that technological advancement equates to improved equity. 5. Business adaptation needs. The need for businesses to adapt their strategies in response to AI agents mediating customer interactions presents a counterintuitive twist. Many businesses have historically relied on direct engagement with consumers through websites and social media, but the shift to AI agents as intermediaries necessitates a re-evaluation of product design and marketing strategies, which may seem counterproductive to the established norms of customer interaction. Conclusion. The discussion surrounding the potential obsolescence of most of the Internet through AI agents encapsulates a range of counterintuitive insights that challenge established norms about digital interaction, power dynamics, and business strategies. As we move towards a future where AI agents may redefine our relationship with information, it will be crucial to critically assess these implications, ensuring that the evolution of the Internet aligns with the values of openness, accessibility, and equity that have historically characterized the digital landscape. The assertion that most of the Internet will be completely obsolete very soon and the rise of AI agents as replacements for traditional online structures is a profound statement that invites scrutiny on multiple levels. While many discussions surrounding this topic focus on the broader implications of AI's transformative potential, several nuanced points are often overlooked yet carry significant weight in understanding the future landscape of the Internet and our interaction with it. 1. The nature of abstraction in technology. One of the most critical yet often overlooked aspects of this discussion is the nature of abstraction in technology. The statement from Preston emphasizes that every piece of software is an abstraction and that society is in a perpetual struggle to determine which abstractions serve us best. This suggests that the current Internet, with its myriad of platforms and interfaces, is merely a layer of abstraction over data and services. As AI agents become more sophisticated, they could redefine this layer, making the Internet itself feel less like a tangible space and more like an invisible backdrop. Significance. Understanding abstraction helps recognize that the shift to AI agents is not just about replacing existing technology but fundamentally altering our relationship with information and services. If users no longer interact with the Internet directly, their comprehension of how data is sourced and presented may diminish, leading to a detachment from the underlying processes that govern information dissemination. This could create challenges regarding accountability, transparency, and user agency, which are critical in an era where misinformation and bias are prevalent. 2. Personalized outputs versus collective experience. The transformation of user experience from engaging with traditional platforms to receiving personalized outputs through AI agents is a significant shift that merits deeper consideration. The current model of the Internet allows for a collective experience where content is shared, discussed, and debated. However, as AI agents curate content based on individual preferences, the communal aspect of the Internet may diminish. Significance. This shift could lead to the creation of echo chambers where users are only presented with information that aligns with their existing beliefs and preferences. This phenomenon could reinforce biases and limit exposure to diverse perspectives, ultimately impacting societal discourse and understanding. The implications for democracy, civic engagement, and social cohesion must be addressed as this individualized model of information consumption takes hold. 3. The role of gatekeepers in power dynamics. The concern regarding the consolidation of power among AI agents is particularly significant yet often understated. As these agents become the primary mediators of information, they could serve as gatekeepers, determining what information is accessible, how it is framed, and who gets to compete in the marketplace of ideas. Significance. The potential for AI agents to entrench biases and perpetuate misinformation poses a serious risk to democratic processes and informed citizenry. Unlike traditional platforms that at least provide a facade of user agency through search results and social feeds, AI agents could operate behind closed algorithms, making it challenging to discern how and why certain information is prioritized. The implications for regulation accountability and ethical AI design are critical areas that require immediate attention from both policymakers and technologists. 4. Economic implications for businesses. Businesses face a profound challenge in adapting to a world where AI agents mediate customer interactions. The suggestions from Joe Brown about rethinking products and services highlight a critical shift in how companies must approach design and marketing. If customers engage primarily through AI, businesses may need to focus on optimizing their offerings for agent-mediated interactions rather than traditional user engagement. Significance: this shift could lead to a significant reallocation of resources and strategies within companies. The need to prioritize API integration, data accessibility, and agent compatibility could reshape entire business models. Additionally, the reliance on AI to mediate customer relationships raises questions about brand identity and customer loyalty in an environment where direct interaction may be minimized. 5. The future of user agency and privacy. As AI agents take over more aspects of online interaction, the question of user agency becomes paramount. Users may find themselves in a position where they are no longer actively seeking out information but instead passively receiving curated content from their agents. This raises concerns around privacy, data ownership, and the extent to which users can control their digital environments. Significance: the potential for erosion of user agency could lead to significant implications for digital rights and privacy. As personal data is increasingly used to tailor experiences, users must grapple with the balance between personalization and surveillance. The design of AI agents must prioritize ethical considerations to ensure that users retain a measure of control over their data and the information they access. 6. The concept of the Internet as invisible infrastructure. The metaphor of the Internet becoming invisible infrastructure likens it to utilities such as electricity, which are essential yet often unnoticed in daily life. This comparison highlights the potential for the Internet to recede into the background as AI agents take center stage. Significance: while this shift may enhance efficiency and convenience, it also poses risks related to the loss of critical awareness about how information is generated and shared. The implications for media literacy and critical thinking skills are profound. As users become more reliant on AI agents, there is a risk that they may disengage from understanding the complexities of information sources, leading to a populace that is less equipped to navigate the challenges of misinformation and digital literacy. Conclusion: while the discourse surrounding the obsolescence of the Internet is vibrant and multifaceted, it is essential to focus on the nuances that are often overlooked. The implications of abstraction in technology, the shift towards personalized outputs, the role of AI agents as gatekeepers, the economic adjustments required by businesses, the erosion of user agency, and the concept of invisible infrastructure all carry significant weight in shaping the future landscape of digital interaction. Addressing these issues proactively will be crucial in navigating the transition to an AI-driven Internet, ensuring that the benefits of technological advancement do not come at the expense of accountability, diversity, and user empowerment. The conversation must evolve beyond the mere acknowledgement of change to a critical examination of the values and principles that should guide this transformation. The assertion that most of the Internet will be completely obsolete very soon reflects a pivotal moment in the evolution of technology, particularly concerning the rise of AI agents. This perspective suggests a dramatic shift in how we interact with information and services online. Below, I outlined the four most valuable points for in-depth analysis and discussion based on this theme. 1. The abstraction of the Internet. The characterization of the Internet as an abstraction highlights a critical philosophical shift in our understanding of digital spaces. Traditionally, the Internet has been a tangible medium through which users access information, engage with content, and connect with others. However, with the advent of AI agents, this mediating role may become unnecessary. Discussion points. What does it mean for the Internet to become an abstraction? In what ways does this abstraction affect user engagement and the value derived from online interactions? Are there historical precedents for other technologies becoming abstracted, e.g., electricity, telephony, and what lessons can we draw from those examples? 2. Transformation of user experience. The potential displacement of traditional platforms like search engines and social media by AI agents signifies a transformative change in user experience. Instead of navigating the internet as a destination, users may increasingly rely on AI to curate and deliver information tailored to their preferences. Discussion points. How will this shift affect the way individuals seek information and interact with online content? What are the implications for the concept of discovery in digital spaces if AI agents dictate content consumption? How might this shift impact the design of user interfaces and experiences, considering that users may not directly interact with the internet as they do today? 3. Consolidation of power and control. As AI agents assume the role of intermediaries in information access, there is a significant risk of power consolidation. These agents could become gatekeepers of information, shaping narratives and influencing user perceptions based on their algorithms, which may carry inherent biases. Discussion points. What are the potential dangers of having AI agents as the primary source of information, especially concerning misinformation and bias? How might the concentration of power among a few AI agents affect diversity of thought and freedom of expression online? What regulatory frameworks or ethical guidelines could be implemented to mitigate the risks associated with this power consolidation? 4. Implications for businesses and marketing. The shift towards AI-mediated interactions necessitates a re-evaluation of business strategies. Companies may need to rethink how they design products, market services, and engage with customers, especially if the primary touchpoint is through an AI agent. Discussion points. How can businesses adapt their strategies to remain relevant in a landscape dominated by AI agents? What new opportunities might arise for businesses in this context, particularly concerning personalization and customer engagement? How should businesses address the challenges of visibility and competition in an AI-driven market where agents dictate user interactions? Conclusion. The discussion surrounding the potential obsolescence of much of the internet due to the rise of AI agents highlights a transformative moment in the digital landscape. While the implications of this shift promise increased efficiency and personalization, they also raise critical concerns regarding power dynamics, user experience, and the future of business. Engaging deeply with these points can help stakeholders navigate the complexities of this evolving landscape. 1. The replacement of the horse by the automobile. The transition from horse-drawn carriages to automobiles in the early 20th century illustrates a significant technological shift that rendered previous modes of transportation obsolete. As automobiles became more accessible and practical, the reliance on horses diminished. This change not only transformed personal and commercial transportation but also altered urban infrastructure, leading to the development of roads, highways, and a new automotive culture. Much like the potential obsolescence of the internet due to AI agents, the shift showcased the rapid evolution of technology and its profound impact on daily life. 2. The decline of film photography. With the advent of digital cameras, the transition from film to digital photography is another historical case where a predominant technology became obsolete. In the late 20th century, digital cameras began to emerge, offering convenience, instant results, and easy storage. This shift led to the decline of film production companies and changed how people captured and shared images. As digital photography became the norm, traditional film photography felt increasingly like an outdated abstraction. Similarly, the rise of AI agents may render current internet platforms obsolete, transforming how users interact with and consume media. 3. The shift from print newspapers to online news. The decline of print newspapers in favor of online news platforms serves as a contemporary example of a medium becoming obsolete. With the advent of the internet, news consumption shifted dramatically towards digital formats, leading to the closure of many print publications. This change altered the landscape of journalism distribution and reader engagement. Just as AI agents could minimize the need for traditional internet structures, the transition to online news transformed how information is disseminated and consumed, reshaping public discourse and media dynamics. The assertion that most of the internet will be completely obsolete very soon reflects a significant shift in how we may interact with information and services in the near future, driven largely by the rise of AI agents. This transformation could redefine our digital landscape, making the traditional internet as we know it increasingly irrelevant. Here are several predictions and insights into this future outlook. 1. The diminishing role of traditional platforms. As AI agents become more sophisticated, they will likely replace traditional internet platforms like search engines and social media as primary points of interaction. Instead of users navigating content manually, AI agents will autonomously fetch, synthesize, and deliver personalized information. This shift could render websites obsolete, as users would no longer need to visit them. Their agents would provide tailored content on demand. 2. Evolution of user experience. The internet may evolve from a destination to an invisible infrastructure similar to utilities like electricity. Users will interact with AI agents which will curate and provide information based on individual preferences and needs. This could lead to a more seamless experience, where users receive relevant information without the friction of traditional browsing. Websites might become relics of the past, with the focus shifting to how effectively agents can deliver desired outcomes. 3. Power consolidation and gatekeeping. As AI agents take on the role of mediators between users and information, there is a risk of power consolidation. A few dominant AI systems could become gatekeepers of truth and commerce, controlling access to information and services. This could lead to biases based on the algorithm's design and the data they are trained on. The chaotic freedom of the current internet might be replaced by a more controlled environment reminiscent of walled gardens, where user experiences are curated by powerful entities. 4. Implications for businesses. Businesses will need to adapt their strategies to accommodate this new reality. As interactions become mediated by AI agents, companies must rethink how their products and services are perceived and accessed. This includes designing offerings that are optimized for AI interaction and ensuring that their value propositions are clear to both agents and users. Marketing strategies will also need to evolve, focusing on how to engage with users through these AI intermediaries. 5. Ethical considerations and bias. With AI agents acting as the primary source of information, ethical considerations regarding bias and transparency will become critical. There will be a need for frameworks to ensure that AI systems operate fairly and transparently, allowing users to understand how decisions are made and what influences the information they receive. Addressing these concerns will be essential to maintain trust in AI-mediated interactions. 6. The role of data. Data will continue to be a fundamental asset in this new landscape. However, the nature of data collection and usage will shift. Businesses will need to consider how their data practices align with AI interactions, potentially leading to new standards for data privacy and security. The emphasis may also shift towards providing high-quality, accessible data that AI agents can utilize effectively. 7. Future innovations and adaptations. As AI technology continues to advance, we may witness innovations in how these agents operate. Future developments could include enhanced natural language processing, emotional recognition, and contextual awareness, allowing agents to engage with users in more human-like ways. This evolution could further blur the lines between human and machine interactions, raising questions about the nature of agency and autonomy. 8. The need for regulation. With the rise of AI agents comes the need for regulatory frameworks to govern their use and ensure ethical standards are upheld. Policymakers will face challenges in creating regulations that foster innovation while protecting users from potential harms associated with biased AI systems and information monopolies. Conclusion: the future of the Internet as envisioned through the lens of AI agents presents both opportunities and challenges. While the efficiency and personalization offered by these agents could enhance user experiences, the risks associated with power consolidation bias and ethical considerations must be critically addressed. As society approaches this transformative phase, it will be crucial to navigate these changes thoughtfully, ensuring that the evolution of digital interactions serves the broader interests of users and communities. The landscape of information access is poised for dramatic change, potentially rendering much of the current Internet architecture obsolete in favor of a more agent-driven paradigm.